Direct and immediate knowing. Question.
It has been obvious to me for some time that awareness is always here now.
So far, so good.
It has been with me all my life, when physically conscious, and it never changes.
It is also present in dreams, deep sleep, near-death experiences, and other altered states or non-states. The idea that awareness is linked to the physical presence of the body is, at this point, a working theory of yours, based on some initial inquiry and the common sense point of view.
Awareness is an absence, a space, a void, a knowing in which everything including the body-mind appears.
This is direct and immediate knowing. It requires no proof and is known by immediate non-conceptual recognition. We need to be willing to stay with this and probe into this a bit.
The apparent void behind my eyes seems to be a fair approximation, although I realize awareness is not an object but contains all of them. This void or awareness is what I think the Hindus call Brahman.
Okay, this is moving out into labeling and conceptual thought. It is not a problem, but the focus can go into discursive thought and memory, etc. The comparing of terms, while it may have some merit, is a deviation from the direct inquiry into the awareness itself.
As I recall in the Upanishads, that is Brahman, universal consciousness, and our consciousness, deriving from it, is Brahman also.
This may be, or not. In direct evidence, there is no Brahman or universal consciousness versus our consciousness and so on. These divisions are more conceptual and makeshift than anything really directly known. Can you see that? Now you have a sense of the presence of awareness, and some experience with how the mind tends to jump back to labeling and dividing using concepts. Stay with the awareness without labeling. See what you can sense or discover about awareness through immediate experience and direct looking. Awareness is here. It is not enhanced by calling it Brahman or whatever. Get attuned to the difference between direct looking and what you can immediately verify in experience versus when the attention drifts into conceptual ideas. Try to say some things about awareness on direct evidence. If nothing else, this is a really good exercise to learn how much of our thinking is based on concepts and assumptions which are not given in immediate experience. If you need some pointers on how to approach this, I can give you some, but let us see what you come up with.
I guess my response would be that, without conceptualizing in experience, everything appears as one in awareness. Objects appear as such only through the comparison of opposites and the labeling of the mind through programming throughout our lives. If everything appears as one, this would include our body-mind also, and if this is so, we as individuals cannot be separate from this all-encompassing awareness. Awareness is a void in which everything seems to appear.
Our true nature is awareness itself. From the perspective of objectivity, sensing and thinking, it appears as an absence. But can you say that awareness is not present? Some call this cognizing emptiness or space-like awareness. The mind, which is an appearance in the awareness, has its opinions, conclusions, and perhaps doubts about the nature of this awareness. Yet thinking can never really give an adequate evaluation or judgment about awareness. It is utterly incapable of perceiving awareness, because awareness is not an object. Yet you, not the mind, are perfectly capable of knowing and exploring this. So the best practical, hands-on approach is to directly and immediately explore this principle of awareness without relying on conceptual thought. Once that is done, you will be able to answer for yourself, through first-hand experience, as to what awareness is or isn't. So, continue to look deeply into this. What is your relationship with this awareness? Is it touched by the appearance and disappearance of thoughts and sensations? What is the nature and quality of awareness itself? This is not a matter for thinking or cogitating about. Try to keep it to first-hand, direct experience.